Welcome back, guys, to another episode of HAXEN HUNT. Today's video, we are going to be shooting the Mathews V3 31 up against the Hoyt RX5 in the 29.5-inch axle bow. So pretty similar bows. The Mathews is just a little bit longer axle, but both are set up at 30-inch draws, 70-pound draw weight. We're gonna shoot these things, see which one shoots, feels better, and which one I would rather go home with today if I was to buy one of these. So if you wanna figure out which one shoots faster, which one shoots better, then go ahead and stay tuned. So first up to bat is going to be that the Hoyt RX5 balance test there. I can feel the weight of that stabilizer kind of pulling a little bit more forward than what it feels like with the bare bow. And then holding it out too, I am going to say it, like, for a carbon bow, it's pretty heavy. And yes, it is if it has a stabilizer on it. That is how it comes stock, but the bow itself it does have a decent amount of weight to it. But anyway, let's draw this thing back, fill that draw cycle. Again, we're 70 pounds at 30-inch draw. So draw feels really smooth. I'm gonna show you guys the back wall here. Okay, so back wall, watch that top cam as I pull, has a little bit of a sponge to it. It's not very bad. When I'm shooting this tension hinge release, I do prefer to have a little bit of sponge, because then I can use it to my advantage in the process of shooting. Oh, I just shot the kisser button off, it wasn't tight in. That shot overall felt really good. Let's draw that back again. So I do notice, compared to my RX1, which I'm used to shooting, that grip does feel a little bit different. I'm trying to see where it feels a little bit different. It feels good, it doesn't feel bad. I feel like it's got a little bit more of a narrow feel to it than what the RX1 had on my bow. It's like more of like, I feel like it's got a narrow neck up here on that grip. The finish of the bow, this is that new forest green or whatever the name of it is, looks super sweet. It is, I don't know if you can see it, it is kind of a little shiny. This finish, I feel like it's typically more matte finish, but this kind of has a little gloss to it, almost like they did a clear coat on it and made it a little shiny. It feels good though, it looks good. I just don't know if it's gonna have a little bit of a glare out in the field hunting. Let's drop it back again. And then settles real nice. That draw is really smooth. I do really like that draw. Hand shock, hand vibration is little to none on the RX5. It feels really good after the shot. Jump forward feels good. I'm gonna pull off this little stubby stabilizer for this last shot with this RX5 and see kind of what it feels like without that. Weight wise, you can tell a difference without that. Balance is a little bit better. Just naked in the hand, but at full draw feels like it wants to go up now after shooting it with it. Feels like it wants to settle high, but little extra hand vibration, not really noticeable. So that little stabilizer does make a little bit of a difference there with the settling of your pins, as well as after the shot effect with that. So Overall, pretty impressed with the RX5. And again, this is it 29.5 inch axle? I can't remember. I'm having a brain fart right now, but pretty sure it's 29.5. It's the smaller one. It's not the Ultra. The Ultra is 34, 33. Oh crap! I gotta look it back up because I'm having a brain fart. It's in Hawaii for the last week, so got to get back to it. Anyway, so overall, the bow looks and feels really good. I'm pretty impressed with just the overall shot of that RX5 shooting downrange at 15 yards, 12 yards. So we're gonna shoot that Mathews V3 now, and we're gonna see the difference between the V3 and the RX5 and just kind of decide which one feels and shoots a little bit better. So go grab those arrows and start shooting the V3. Time for that V3 balance check. Let's see, a little top heavy, not bad at all. Right here, if I just relax, just barely, not bad. First thing that I did notice that when I picked this up is the weight. We're gonna have to weigh them side by side, just the bow as they are. They're both set up with a whisker biscuit as well as the sight, and I'm gonna keep the Hoyt stock with that little stubby stabilizer on it because that's what it comes with. Obviously, you can take it off, but I just wanna see kind of what weights they come in straight out of the box. Anyway, let's get back to the V331. 70 pounds, 30 inch draw. Let's draw this thing back. First thing that I do notice, just holding it, is going to be the grip. It has a little bit more of a round face to it rather than flat. That Hoyt, I feel like, just kind of tucks it into the neck of it, and it's just a little bit more flat. And that's kind of how the Mathews grips has always performed for me. It's always kind of struggled in my hand. Works for a lot of people, it doesn't work for some. But anyway, let's shoot this thing. Draw this back. Smooth draw. I feel like it has a little bit more of an aggressive pull towards the end. I'll show you guys the back wall though. So watch those top cams. It's got a little bit more solid wall than that RX5. String angle feels a little steeper or wider as well, so that is nice. Settles good. Shoots good. Vibration is minimum, just like the RX5. Pretty comparable with that. Let's draw that back again, shoot again. I feel like both after the shots are pretty similar in feeling. The draw cycle, I feel like I like a little bit more on the RX5. It's just a little less aggressive and it doesn't like boink into the back wall as much. Feels pretty dang solid though. I do like the string angle more on this V3. It is a little bit of a longer axle, so you are going to get a wider string angle, obviously. I feel like my head is in more of a natural position at full draw. Yeah, very similar feeling for after the shot and everything. Just that draw is a little bit better on the on that RX5, and then the V3 a little bit of a better string angle in my opinion. But we're gonna shoot these through the chronograph. We're gonna weigh them, see what the weights are coming in at, and see if it's worth, you know, spending an extra $600-700 on an RX5 for the carbon if you're looking for, you know, lighter weight or whatnot. But yeah, so we're gonna go throw these through the chrono, see how speeds we're getting, and then decide which one I'd rather go home with. All right, so we're gonna shoot both bows through the chronograph. I forgot to bring my heavier FMJ arrows, so all I have today are my 440 grain Easton Axis. So we're gonna shoot 2 per bow, get an average speed here. First up is going to be the V3, and again 70-pound draw as well as a 30-inch draw. Through the chronograph. 309 feet a second, and again another 440 grain arrow. This Mic keeps tucking under my shirt, gosh dang it. Okay, so 309. Let's see where this one goes. .307, so average 308 with that V3. Let's grab these arrows real quick. We're gonna use the same exact arrows for the RX5. Again, same setup, 70 pounds, 30-inch draw. Let's see what speeds this is getting. So average on that V3 is 308. Same 440 grain arrow. 300 flat. Okay, so 8 feet a second slower on that. Let's do this one again. Get in a different spot of that target. 305. So kind of a variable. Sorry guys, that mic keeps getting tucked. Kind of a variable speed with that RX5, which isn't the best to have, just due to, you know, 5 feet a second. It's gonna make quite a big difference for you know, a long shot, whether, you know, broadhead or you got a heavy arrow or whatever. It's gonna drop a little bit in a distance like that. But we're gonna shut this stuff off real quick, and we're gonna head over to the scale, and let's get both of these on the scale to see if they see how heavier the RX5 is compared to that V3, both with the whisk biscuit and just a simple plastic sight. So let's head over to the scale real fast, and then after that we'll decide which one I want to go home with. All right, so first up is gonna be that RX5 here on the scale. We're gonna weigh the bow itself as well as the poundage to make sure that they're both pretty even. So right there we're at 5.42 pounds, and then let's clear that and go again. So it should be 70 pounds. All right, 69.5 on the RX5. Let's grab this VXR and weigh the bow. 5.05, so half a pound lighter. And then let's go draw weight. We're at 72.5. So that V3 is a few pounds heavier. All right, so we threw both on the scale, both through the chronograph. The RX5 is half a pound heavier, and that V3 is half a pound lighter. But that V3 is coming in at 72 pounds, and this is at 69.5. And so 2 pounds of difference is gonna make up for that speed that the V3 had on that RX5. But yeah, it's just kind of good to know how close they are to what they advertise. Some people like it a little bit heavier. I personally like it. I do like it a little bit heavier than what is advertised, because then you can kind of play with it instead of having it a little bit less than 70 pounds. You can obviously twist the string a little bit, make it up to 70, get that half pound or whatever. Anyway, but after shooting these two bows and kind of comparing, you know, feel kind of how it feels personally in my hand, the only thing, I don't know, they're pretty comparable. The V3, first thing I would do is take off that grip and then put on an Ultra View grip, or just go straight off the riser with some tape or something. So I did with my VXR. And then the RX5, I like the stock grip. Some people don't like it. They take it off, shoot off the bare riser. Overall, both great shooting bows. You're gonna get good speeds, you're gonna get good accuracy. The RX5 has a little bit of a steeper string angle than that V3, and I like a little bit of a wider string angle. So it's kind of, personally, if I'm gonna pick these two bows, it's gonna come down to the price, because they both feel and shoot pretty similar, and they both shoot really, really well. I think RX5 goes at like $1,650, $1,700 or something, and then the V3 is like $1,100. And so that extra $600 that you're spending just to have the carbon, you could spend on a, you know, nice sight, nice and a nice rest, and even a nice quiver for that same price. But if price isn't an issue and you like the Hoyt and you want that warmer feel to the touch in the cold weather, that carbon's gonna feel a lot better than what that aluminum's gonna feel like. But personally, I don't feel like I can kind of go off of the temperature of the bow to make a decision for $600. But yeah, honestly, I'd go home with either one of these. I'm honestly really happy with the way both of these performed. Got no complaints about either one of them. But that's just kind of my thoughts, guys, on these two bows. I do want to let you guys know that have followed me along. The giveaway for Win a Bow in a Complete at-home shop is over, and I will be picking the winner. I need to check my calendar and schedule, but I'll put the date right here on when I will be announcing that winner. Probably do a YouTube video and Instagram post and everything. But next giveaway, I'm actually gonna announce right here, right now to all of you guys. It is gonna be the coolest giveaway that I have done. It's gonna be a max entry giveaway. So there's gonna be max entries of 500 entries, no more, no less. And you just buy one product. I'm gonna be selling a flag. I'll stick a picture of it right here. I'm gonna be selling a HAXEN Archery Edition flag. And what the reason is I want to show my support, back the blue, back up the firefighters, support the red, support the veterans, the military out there. So we got the blue stripe, the green stripe, and the red stripe to kind of indicate supporting the blue, red, and green. And so in purchasing a flag, you get a white flag and a black flag, both options right here. And what you win is you win a bow for yourself. So say I want a, sorry guys, I got something on my back. Say I want an RX5, I win the RX5. I then ask you, all right, who's, you know, a friend that is a police officer, or, you know, a veteran, police officer, firefighter, first responder of any sort, any type of veteran. Pick a friend that is a veteran, first responder, whatever, and figure out what bow they want. Say they want the V3, I'm gonna buy both of these bows, send them to you, but then I'm also gonna take 10% or $5,000 of the sales of the flags and donate that to Wishes for Warriors to help support those guys that have served our country and get them the opportunity to get out in the outdoors and do a hunt or go on a fishing trip and just try to support as much as we can. So let's show our support, guys. I know the flags are on the pricey end at $100, but it's going to a good cause and showing that huge support to those that serve us each and every day. So I just want to say thank you if you are a first responder of any sort, or veteran, or anybody in your family that has served. I do appreciate that, and I support you guys. So I just wanted to do a give back giveaway. So you still get a bow yourself, and you get a bow to give away, as well as help donate $5,000 to Wishes for Warriors. So yeah, so win a bow, give a bow, and donate. So that's kind of the name of this game here for this giveaway, is the give back giveaway. Just want to say thank you all to all of you guys that have tuned in and watched this video and support and continue to support. If you'd like to get in on that giveaway, only 500 entries, go to HAXenHunt.com and buy a flag. Those are for sale on there now. And yeah, that's my big announcement for you guys. So big thanks again to all of you guys. Big thanks to Terry here at T&T Archery in St. George, Utah, for letting me come on in, shoot the bows, and just take up all of his time talking archery. So anyway, thanks once again, guys. We'll see you guys next time.